Families who were forced to flee a wildfire now allowed to return to their homes. This unfolding as crews continue to battle the flames in Bryceville in western Nassau County. The fire, now spread to nearly 700 acres, destroyed 2 homes and damaged more than 24 other homes and outbuildings. And this video just in from our Sky 4 drone, giving you more of an aerial view of just some of the destruction. You can see all those trees that are completely scorched. Homes were damaged. Vehicles were also damaged in the path of this fire. While families return to find what is left of their homes, the crews remain there, continuing to work to put out this forest fire completely.
And at the same time, utility workers are beginning to restore electricity to homes in the vicinity of the fire. We're told several power poles are still down. And just within the past hour, we've learned 2 homes were destroyed, 8 were damaged, and 19 other buildings, such as sheds, were also destroyed. However, 100 homes were saved. The fire's 696 acres and 65% contained. Firefighters will be there overnight. We have teams spread across Bryceville covering this story from every angle.
We begin with Channel 4's Francesca Amaker, who was invited to ride along with a Forestry Service crew and learn something dangerous happened when firefighters tried to save one home. Francesca?
And, you know, Tom, it's something that we do not think about. You know, for the past 24 hours, so many officials were asking people in this area to evacuate as soon as they could. But these first responders were running to the front lines, putting themselves in danger, like in this case.
This was one of the residents that Nassau County did respond to and advised the homeowner, who at the time was apparently, from what we're told, was battling the fire with a garden hose. At that point, you know, he was given the order to vacate the area, which he did. He did cooperate, and unfortunately, he lost his home.
Charred debris and rubble. It's all that's left of at least 2 homes along County Road 119 after a forest fire spread nearly 400 acres, claiming everything in sight. This was the first home that was engulfed by flames. A couch, a tractor, cinder blocks and piping strewn along the ground. But at this second home, where we found shrubbery still burning, a truck completely charred, and the remnants of what could have been a shed, officials say they found a man trying to water his home before it was too late. Fortunately, he listened to officials and decided to evacuate. Advice that even first responders had to take once the heat intensified inside, causing first responders to take cover.
When we arrived at this house, it was partially engulfed at that time. And then as we're traversing the area right here in the general vicinity, ammunition, bullets started to fire due to the intense heat that started to cook off, if you will, which created a serious hazard, not only for the first responders in the area, but for any residents that was also close.
Again, as you heard there, bullets flying at first responders as they had to take cover themselves. Now, they just wanted us to mention, as they begin to open up these roads, as you enter back into your home, if you are an evacuee, they are urging you to stay vigilant and be safe. We're now reporting live in Bryceville, Francesca Amaker, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Fran. We continue to get an aerial eye view of the damage. This is just some of the video from our Sky 4 drone. You can see just ash, a scorched truck, buildings charred by flames, and vehicles charred by flames.
And hundreds of acres burned. And looking at all of this damage, it's incredible that firefighters were able to save 100 homes from this fire. Channel 4's Eric Avignier is joining us live with more on this dramatic video. Eric.
Well, we're at the corner of US 301 and County Road 119, some 4.5 miles away from where firefighters continue to pretty much try to contain 100% of that blaze, a blaze that has already consumed close to 700 acres of land now. But for the first time, we're actually able to see what the damage looks like from the air. We're going to roll some of that video where you'll see in that opening shot that scorched truck and what also appears to be some type of structure that was also destroyed. destroyed. But as that drone gets higher in elevation, you can kind of sort of see where, where the trees are all actually scorched. And then as you go even higher in elevation, you can see where the vast amount of land that has been damaged. And one other thing, too, if you look closely at that video, that's also gives you an indication of into which direction the wind was actually blowing, because you see that burn pattern and you see how it just carries and just pretty much just that amount of land. We're talking close to 700 acres. So it's a pretty interesting sight, just to finally see what that looks like from the air in terms of all of the damage, guys.
Eric, now that we've seen the damage from the air, how does this compare to what you saw yesterday when you first arrived and saw this wildfire?
Well, when you look at it from the air, you actually have an appreciation for how much fire crews really had to work with, because from the ground, you can only see so much. And we were so far back. We were at least a quarter of a mile away back. Yes, we could see flames. Yes, we could see smoke, but we could not see the vast amount of area that was actually affected. So when you look at, compare that to now there's a complete appreciation for how many crews were out there and the amount of work that they had to deal with during this 24-hour period. And when you consider the fact that there are guys still out there right now, working to contain a blaze that's, from what I understand, is only a little more than 60% contained. So they've got some work to do.